Hello guys, this is the Spirit and the Owl. Hope you like my t-shirt. This is my happy face. It's funny. So in this video, which is one or two, I'm going to be covering Introduction to Household Worship. I'm not going to read from the book this book because I don't want to get in trouble with violating copyright. It's just, out of respect for the authors, or the authors. So, first of all, I gotta show this to you. So I hope that the writers understand, because this is a really pretty picture. Yeah, beautiful. So, that's one thing I'm gonna show. Alright. So, Introduction to Household Worship goes from page 23 all the way to, that was beautiful, to page 34. And one thing I did when I first got this book, and this is actually a birthday present, so I thank my mom, is that I really just focused on slowly reading the book while reading this section to understand what the writer is trying to convey in this section. One of the biggest problems that I have encountered, and this started like 4 years ago, was trying to understand which household deities are supposed to be on the altar / shrine, whatever you want to call it. And it was one of those things that was really, really difficult to try to understand or try to figure out. And I'll be absolutely honest, that was one of the big problems that I had. Reading this book, reading this section really helped, because it talks about, and for those people that have been in Hellenism for several years, this is not copying off of a writer. It's Hestia, Zeus, Hermes, Hecate, and Apollon. And stopping there for a second, it goes back to the video I did, I think it was earlier this week or maybe last week, about when you have Hellenists that will say, well, I understand that Hecate is supposed to begin her due at, on the first day, or the first day of the Athenian month, but because the Wiccans have basically hijacked her, and I don't mean to insult Wiccans, but that's what I get from them. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to honor any deity that's been basically adopted by Wiccans. This is one of the most damaging things that has happened with the revival of Hellenic worship. You have a deity that basically was adopted by Wiccans, and now you've got Hellenists that have strong anti-Wiccan feelings, and they say, heck with it. There's plenty of Hellenists out there that will do that for me. I don't have to do it. As someone once said, to snub your nose at a certain deity because of actions beyond their control, because remember, the gods don't interfere with mortal life. In mythology, they had the power to interfere, but my personal opinion is that the gods pretty much are like, okay, you have that attitude problem, fine. But knowing that these deities, Hestia, Zeus, Hermes, Hecate, and Apollon, are the deities that are primarily on a Hellenic altar / shrine, it really emphasizes the importance of these deities, especially Hecate. And so on my altar / shrine, I do happen to have an image of Zeus and Hermes and Hecate and um, Apollon. For right now, I'm using this. So they're on there because they're important. Of course, I have other deities like Hera and Demeter and Poseidon and Ares, but I'm Artemis, but I have the main deities here, and and I'm gonna be changing them over time with, you know, little figurines. So, and another thing I liked about this was that it talked about Zeus in his two forms. One of them is protector of family property, and the other one is the area that surrounds it, the fence, therefore by extension area that surrounds it. So what was interesting was that it says in here that basically that it was established outside and it was perimeter between the fence and the house. And I actually have a small altar outside underneath a tree that I use during this period of time, and I will pour libations and things like that there. So that's where Zeus Eurikios, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, resides in. They talk about on the boundaries, talking about Hermes, Hecate, and Apollon, Agyius. I like how they wrote this. It really is interesting, and it's interesting that they talk about that there was a stone slab dedicated to Apollo, but it had to be regularly cleaned because of the dirt of the road and things like that. Roads get pretty dirty. As most people know, roads are dirty. They talk about family and ancestral worship, the main household rites, the founding of basically of the household or the family unit, the continuation of the family unit, and the loss of a member of the family unit. And there's several pretty interesting photos here that I really happen, to like. I love when books come with pictures. So overall, I really enjoyed the introduction to household worship, and so far the book is great. I'm so far loving everything that I'm reading, and I look forward to continuing and understanding and things like that. So I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was somehow informative, and I will see you guys in a little bit. I've got one more video to do, and I will see you probably Monday. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.